How do solid-state drives work as opposed to hard drives? It's not exactly the same way that hard drives work. I said in a previous video, hard drives work by having a spinning magnetic disk, and you have regions of magnetic north and magnetic south to stand for 0 and 1 in binary. A solid-state drive, on the other hand, is basically a bank of capacitors, really tiny capacitors. And if you don't know what a capacitor is, it's basically something that stores an electric charge. And one form of solid-state storage would just be, does this capacitor have a charge or not, and you treat that as a binary bit, right? But our current solid-state drives are better than that. Each of those tiny capacitors can be read at 8 different levels of charge, and that's enough for 3 bits of information. And then, the way that you make a drive is you get a bunch of them. You line up tens of thousands of these capacitors all in a row, and then you line up tens of thousands of those rows in tens of thousands of layers. Then electricity flows through what is essentially a series of gates to either read or write to those capacitors. This, by the way, is why it's called a solid-state drive. The state is solid. There is no moving parts like there are in a hard drive. They're just electrons hanging out in these banks, and you're just reading how many electrons are in these banks. And if you want to write to it, you're just putting electrons in the bank, and they just sit there in a solid state.